What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Unworthy Motors. If you're new here, make sure you go down and click that subscribe button. And if you're returning, I of course welcome you back. So today we're working under this new lovely garage lighting that I got set up. We're going to be working on the M4. We're going to be replacing this ugly chrome M4 badge with a new gloss black one that I got from Turner Motorsports. So without further ado, I'm going to go jump on the workbench and of course show you guys, first of all the tools and everything needed in order to do this project, and then we'll go ahead and jump into it. So first, we're going to be using some painter's tape to outline where the old emblem is. Make sure we get the perfect fitment on the new one. We're going to be using a heat gun that I just picked up as well with some fishing string so that we can make sure we get the old emblem pulled off. We're going to use that and follow it up with some isopropyl alcohol as well as a 3M rubber remover, which is going to get rid of all the excess rubber 3M tape that's left behind from the old emblem. And we're going to finish it off with this lovely new gloss black M4 emblem. Now, if you guys are new here, the way that I always do things is everything for these projects is always linked in the description. So if you need any of these tools, parts, accessories, anything, it'll all be linked below. Let's go jump back in the garage and we'll go ahead and get started on this project. Okay, so the first step that I say for this is you always want to make sure that you clean the area that you're going to be working in, because you don't want to take any chances of scratching the paint. Now, even if the car was freshly washed, there could be some dirt outlaying around this emblem that we're going to be touching as we go through this process. I just don't want to take any chances on scratching anything, so I'm going to use a fresh microfiber towel with some isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to make sure that I get the entire surrounding surface clean, and we're going to do this again after the emblem's removed. And this just removes any of that dirt that may be sitting around that you may have picked up from the road, or dirt and dust from sitting in the garage, just to make sure you're not doing any damage to your paint. And it doesn't hurt to clean the surface. Okay, so we'll give that a second to dry, and then we'll go forward and put our tape lines in here. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take our painter's tape here, and we're basically gonna put it as close to the edge lines here as possible. We're gonna go along every edge all the way around the badge. And the purpose of doing this is to make sure that when we go to line up and put the new badge on, we're going to be putting it in the exact spot that this one is. You don't want this emblem ending up crooked, over here, up, down. I mean, you want to make sure that it's in the same spot, and this is how you do it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this tape on here and get these lines set up. Alright, so we got our tape up on here, and that's going to show me exactly how the new M4 badge is going to need to line up. So next we'll go ahead and jump into the part where we actually remove the logo that's currently on there. So the process for removing this, what we're going to do is we're going to use our heat gun, and we're going to heat this logo up just a little bit, just enough to loosen the glue that's holding it on the car. And then from there, we're going to use our fishing line and drag that behind it, trying to pull towards the emblem so that we don't push it against the car. I did get that tip from Keys Motorsports. I've removed a lot of emblems off of all my cars. I've pretty much debadged or rebadged all my BMWs that I've had, but I never thought about that trick. So huge shout out to Keys for pointing that out. But make sure when you pull it out, you're pulling it a little bit towards the emblem so you're not scratching the car at all. And then we're just going to put this on a really low heat. And then we're going to make sure that we pass it across. You don't ever want to keep this in one spot because you could mess up your paint or burn the paint. So we're just going to do this super light, and then we're going to work to get the 4 off first. So put it just on a low. And I'm just going to keep running it past really slow until we get it warm. Now, one technique I've always used is just to try to get it warm to the back of your fingers, because we're just trying to heat up the glue just enough that it loosens. Alright, so another thing that you can do to test to see if it's loose or not is you can actually start pushing on the side of it. I don't know how well you can see it, but the logo is actually moving. It's wiggling a little bit, which means the glue behind it is loosening up. So we're going to take our fishing string. I've just got some really light end fishing string, and we're going to get that behind the logo there. And like I mentioned, try to saw it back and forth and try to pull it towards you just ever so slightly, nothing like that. Just ever so slightly so that you're not putting the fishing string on the paint. And as you can see, fishing string broke there. So like I said, I'm using a really light fishing string. Another alternative to this is using floss. I do fish as a side hobby, so I did have some around the house. We're just gonna saw this back and forth, slowly work our way through, and boom, done. So we've got the 4 off, great start, and it left this residue behind, so we're gonna get that removed, but first let's go ahead and tackle the M logo. Okay, I went and grabbed me some more string because this one kept breaking. And I've seen some people use pry tools for this. I would really try to avoid using any pry tools because, again, you're prying it against the paint. So really use fishing line or dental floss. I mean, really anything like that is a better solution. Now, like I said, this is really, really thin fishing line. So that's why it keeps breaking. But you're just doing it. Take your time, work your way through. All right, and we got the emblem off. All right, so there's the M badge. Now our next step is going to be to go ahead and clean the surface and remove this old 3M tape. So a really easy way that I've always done in the past to get this 3M tape off is really just using your fingers. You just really want to push and roll, and it really just rolls over itself really well. It just takes a little time. This is how I've done all my other cars as well. You can see I'm just slowly working this off, and you're gonna get the bulk of the 3M tape off, which is why it kind of also benefits you to pull it towards, because when you leave it solid like this, it comes off all in one piece. So I'm just gonna slowly roll this on the paint with my thumb and try to get this off. And if it becomes a little bit tough, you can always just hit it with the heat gun for a second. Helps loosen it up again. That's really all it needs. And then start rolling again. Okay, so we got all that excess glue off. Now there is a little bit of an outline of the M logo where it was. There's a little bit of residual glue in here. So this is the part where I'm actually gonna use the isopropyl alcohol, and then I'm gonna use our 3M remover wheel, and then we're gonna go across this and make sure that it's nice and clean for our new emblem. So I don't know if you can see it, but the isopropyl alcohol with a cloth did get off the majority of the excess. It looks extremely clean. Now really light down in there, I can kind of see where the emblem was. Now this could easily be removed, but I just kept working it, but I'm gonna use the remover wheel so I can actually show you guys how that works. It's really good. All of my friends suggested it, and it apparently works wonders for 3M tape. So we're just gonna use that. It works really just like an eraser. So it's gonna leave a little bit of a residue on top, and then you just wipe it clean afterwards. But all it is it's basically creating a rubbing motion without damaging the paint. It's gonna pull and rub the rest of the material off. All right, so I took my 3M removal tool here and I attached it just to a normal drill. And what I'm gonna do is, as you can see, it's gonna rotate that way. So I'm gonna be moving it against the rotation. So from right to left in this case. And it's just gonna slowly remove it off like an eraser. Now when you do this, you want to make sure that you do it nice and slow. You don't want to go at your car like that. So we're going to take it just nice and slow and just let it go up against the car and remove any of that remaining residue. All right, so after we're done with that, we're going to go back with some isopropyl alcohol and just remove all of that excess that left behind. All right, so as you can see, guys, that got it nice and clean now. I just wiped everything off with some fresh isopropyl alcohol, and I'm letting that dry for a minute here, and then we're gonna go forward with putting this new black badge on. Man, that just looks so good. I mean, these things are super cheap too. This is such an easy upgrade. Man. All right, guys, so now for the moment of truth of putting the new badge on the car. So what I did is I actually cut all of the excess white that was on the top and on the bottom. Now what some people do is they actually remove these badges and put them on individually, but this is actually on a piece of clear tape so that you can hold it on both sides and put it, because they're spaced out perfectly on this piece of plastic for you to put it on the car. So all you need to do is just remove the sticky back and then hold the edges here like that and then place it on the car. Now the reason why I cut the excess white off is so that it's clear all the way around so I can see all of the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull off the back and we'll get this new badge put on. So actually this white backing, I didn't even need to actually cut that off. It actually peels off. So once you peel it off, you're left with this, which is a clear piece of plastic that the logos are stuck to. So now all I have to do is just hold it on both sides and line it up with where my tape lines are. All right, let's do this. All right, guys, it's on there. It's permanent. Not really, but it's on there. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna apply equal pressure while the tape's still on there. And just make sure that it fully adheres to the car. Just put some equal pressure around it for a little bit here. Don't want this flying off. All right, pull off our guide tape. Wow, I can already see that is 10 times, I'm sorry, let me correct myself. That is 100 times better than the chrome badge. Huge shout out to Turner Motorsports for this part. Super inexpensive from their website, definitely a must have. If you have a car with the old chrome badge, do yourself a favor and go over to Turner Motorsports and go grab you a new gloss black badge. This is a huge improvement. Oh man, this looks so good. All right, just like that, guys, we got a brand new gloss black M4 badge. One last little wipe through with the isopropyl alcohol to make sure all the surrounding areas are all clean, all the fingerprints are gone, and we've got a new badge. So as you guys can see, that shows you how simple and easy it is to upgrade from the old chrome badges to these new classy looking gloss black ones. Now, if you guys need any of the tools or parts that I use in this video, they can always be found in the description below. I always make sure those are there so you guys can quickly grab them. But that does sum up today's video. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification to help support the channel. Make sure you always go and check me out on Instagram at Unworthy Motors as well. I always appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.